It's a Dazzle Report channel 108. The only channel you need to watch. The only channel you need to see. The channels you watch and the channels I see. You don't need to impress, only need to express. Today is January the 14th, 2026. Soon be Easter. Sorry, it'll soon be Christmas 2033. It'll soon be Easter 2040. When the vapor canopy returns. Not in England. Not in England right now. It's January and it's not cold even. On the sea, Barca Island, Philippines, palm trees, sand, beautiful soft sand. Just been out for a paddle. Not been down here long. Go back to have some Indian curry. And then I'll probably go for a swim a bit later on. Or sunsetting. Can't beat a good swim in the sea in January, you know. But I'm not here to talk about that. That is like just peripheral, isn't it? I mean, what's going on in the world right now? The war drums are beating. So many things are going on. I don't know. I mean, I'm a bit behind. If you're just 2 days away from the goings on of the world, right? I guess it's a bit like that, isn't it? Getting palm trees and the sun behind me. Just 2 days away. That's the way it is now. You miss 2 days of the world events that are going on, and it ends up where you're way behind. It's something happening on a daily basis, and I don't know what happened. Something could have happened today. I don't know. I saw some spoof news, but you can't tell what's spoof news or satire anymore either, can you? Someone's saying that Trump's talking about invading the UK. You know, yeah, of course it's satire, of course it's spoof, but it could be true. This is where we are now. The spoof and satire have now. The mark between spoof and satire and reality is so blurry. It's beggars belief, you know. What is real anymore? We've entered into this decade, this post 2020 decade, the clown world on steroids, and the vibration is just madness. And I just look at all these people here, you know, all these tourists, all NPCs, you know. They haven't got a Scooby-Doo. They just haven't got a Scooby-Doo what's going on. And I'm so aware of the fact that these people don't know what's going on. And I'll just look at them, just walking around like, yeah, I'm on holiday now, yeah, it's great this, yeah. Yeah, get away, get a bit of hot sunshine. The Westerners come here. Yeah, get away from me. So what am I doing here then? Yeah, exactly. What? Yeah, coming here because you need to get out sometimes. You need to get out from the grimness of the UK, especially in the middle of winter. But carry the awareness, you know. I mean, it could be the last time I get a chance to travel abroad again, you know. Could be the last chance. Anything can happen in the next half hour, as it says in Stingray. Anything can happen in the next half hour. That's the way it is now. I mean, we've got this World Economic Forum Muppet, China Hat Muppet, you know, Zionist Muppet, Donald Trump, beating the war drum now. He's attacked Venezuela already, he's taken over it. He's talking about taking Greenland by force if the Danish don't agree to his terms. And on a clown world level, as I've mentioned before, you've got the Trump-tards, Q-tards all going completely. And I've said this. I might have said this before. Maybe I've not said this on a video actually. I might have written it down on the social media. But back in 2020, people shouting for freedom, shouting for freedom from government restrictions. You know, shouting for personal sovereignty, shouting for liberty, all that good stuff, you know. Yet at the same time supporting Trump. I mean, I was on the border. I was on the fence about it back in 2020. I was on the fence. I was tempted. I was flirting with the idea that the Q thing was a thing. I mean, 2020 was such a massive year of confusion. Such a massive year of confusion, you know. It begged belief. And everything went with that, the King John III psyop as well. But you know, I later realised these were all psyops. just put out there to make people sit down and eat popcorn, not do anything about what's going on in the world, you know. So it's like that really, isn't it? Look at palm trees, eh? Coconut trees. Lovely, aren't they? I'm Mike Marvin, me. I'm just waiting for my curry. Chef's out at the moment, so I'm chilling, waiting till he's ready. Get myself some paneer. What is it? Paneer carne and naan bread. I've got to wait for it. Yeah. So so the whole Q thing, queuing on, you know. But people are still trumpeting Q. And I've watched a few videos. There's a guy, I can't remember his name. I won't mention his name. But there are people on YouTube still pushing the Q narrative. And these people are actually on side with Donald Trump bombing Venezuela, you know. They're on side with all that nonsense. They're on side with him taking Greenland by force. Because it's all part of the 5B chess game, isn't it? It's all part of the plan. Trust the plan. The White House have got this. And those people, the Q-tards, that still cling on to that whole idea, when you actually say to them, oh, the White, you know, take the piss out of them, right? You get angry because it's like a religious belief, isn't it? It's cult mentality. There's no critical thinking going on. So the same people that are crying out for sovereignty, freedom, liberty, right, and all the rest of it, you know, are now gunning for Trump and actually, you know, blowing the trumpet and beating the drum for tyranny. He's rolling out tyranny. He's got his main man, what's he called? I've forgotten the name of his vice president now, but pushing the Palantir surveillance grid. One of the first things they did when he came to office was push the so-called cancer vaccine, mRNA vaccine, to cure cancer, which is actually causes cancer, which is the mRNA vaccine for the convicts, you know. And of course, Trump always goes on about how he was the father of the vaccine, and he, you know, he did warp speed in that Space Force as well. But yeah, it's just like these people with the Q, you know, they're gunning for Q now. They're gunning for tyranny, just like here in the UK, you've got the Tommy Robinson crew, and even the Nigel Farage. Oh yeah, Nigel Farage. I just read recently there's a guy called Nassim something or other. He was in the Tory party before, and he was actually the Minister of Vaccines in the Tory party during the scamdemic. And now he's become Nigel Farage's right-hand man in the Reform Party. You know what I mean? And this guy, he's got blood on his hands, you know. He's Iraqi by birth, he's Arabian, but, you know, and he was in the Tory party, now he's in the Reform Party. Make it look like Reform are not racists, you know. And we know Nigel Farage is pushing the vaccine as well. But I know Nigel and Tommy are on the same team, but they're pushing for the same. They're just focusing on immigration, illegal immigration and immigration. That's the main focus. And people camping outside hotels, you know, where all these migrants are. And it's not where you've got to be camped out. You've got to be camped outside the MP's houses. You've got to be camped outside Parliament. You've got to be camped outside Number 10. You've got to be camped outside the people that are perpetrating everything, you know. These are the ones that are making all the decisions. People in the hotels, even though they are very, very questionable. They're coming from questionable backgrounds, from unstable countries where they don't value women's rights, and a lot of them potential rapists and child abusers. Of course, there are rapes and child abusers in the English community too, but yeah, there's a lot of that going on with these poor people. 749. It's all there to agitate and divide and split people, make people angry, you know. It's all there to make people angry. But it's no use. So, you know, what was I going about? Yeah, the Tommy Targe and the Nigel Farages. Nigel Farage is basically the British answer to Donald Trump. They're all gunning for tyranny ultimately, pretending they're gunning for freedom, sovereignty. They'll be behind the digital ID, they'll be behind all so many things, you know. And then, of course, the threat of World War III. And I'm thinking to myself when I'm here, I might get stranded here. Thought, that'd be terrible, wouldn't it, if I got stuck here? World War III broke out, yeah, and I got stuck here. Why, God, what a terrible fate that would be. Getting stuck in this lovely. But these people here, these NPCs, coming in World War III took off, how all these NPCs would react. Oh, I've got to get back to my job. Oh, I've got to get back to paying my mortgage. Oh, I've got to get back to my responsibilities. Otherwise, you know, I'm stuck here now. But I think such responsibilities are quite relative when you think in the bigger scheme of things. They might set off a false flag, a major false flag event might occur. Blame it on the Ruskies, yeah. Major false flag, blame it on the Ruskies, and then lockdowns and all the rest of it. The financial system absolutely completely collapsed. It's already collapsed. And things like mortgage payments, rent payments, all that nonsense would be kind of like small potatoes, really, wouldn't it? It'll be basically a case of trying to survive. It could get so extreme where you're just basically trying to find food to eat, you know. And they get stuck here in World War III. Well, plenty of coconuts on the trees. There's that at least. Papayas, mangoes. Where? We're all in World War III. I'm all right here. If it breaks out, I'm over here. However, if the Chinese attack, because I'm not too far from the China seas, you know, then yeah, could get caught in some fucking missile strikes, perhaps. There's lots of American bases here, and the reason being that it's really close to China. Let's see, maybe nothing will happen, and again, maybe it will. We are living in very strange times, very interesting times. But in the meantime, I'm just going to sit here and chill and watch the sunrise set while I'm waiting for going. Till next time.